And then we get a better shot of kind of how the portal looks. These are all behind the scenes photos from the construction crew. You're gonna hear music that Universal created just for that attraction. A gooey monkey bread. So you have the entrance to Epic. Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It is time for another Epic Universe update. We got massive leaks inside the Wizarding World of Harry Potter, new Epic Universe merchandise. We got all the Mardi Gras information that has just dropped. There's so much happening. So on that note, let's head in. Oh, big news. They changed the entire kind of list of songs for the entrance to Universal Studios. It's still from classic Universal films. It's a whole new set list. I'm on the hunt for any Wolfman promotion. Over here, shoved off in the corner of Universal Studios is the only bit of Wolfman promotion. Now, when you first come into the park, the on-location gift shop that they used to have is closed. All the Christmas display windows are now gone. So they have a display window for Trolls. And then for those like bubble wands that interact with the parade, choose your two, flip, switch down, aim, and press. What? The other little display is gonna be these little bubble wands. Now, they were saying there's gonna be a pitch, add more interactive elements throughout the entire park, not just the parade. The wands do interact with the windows now. Cool, so there's little bubbles that go off, and then Princess Poppy does a little dance party in there, and then it'll turn off, and then it hides.
It lights up.
Okay, then you turn on, and then all the characters illuminate. Little LED changes. These all light up. The signs up there light up. Choose your wand.
This one does a dance party. Lights up a little bit, the disco balls.
Oh yeah. You got some disco balls up there. The lights turn on. DJ dance party. You turn it on. Oh, and the lights turn on. Oh, the T-Rex. Oh man, look at that. Oh my God. That is so cool. Oh, he moves. Villain Con is a very long 5-minute wait right now. All right, first little bit of info. So there's a bunch of leaked images of inside the Ministry of Magic attraction. Okay, so Epic Universe Updates posted this. These are all behind the scenes photos from the construction crew. So we can see one of the windows, right? There's gonna be a little niffler right there, robbing the jewelry store and stealing some jewels. And this looks like to be inside the attraction, these massive doors, right? This attraction is just huge. People don't understand how big this ride is, but we can get a little shot of the doors. And if you look comparable to the person, how big that wall is. Then we have another little angle of one of the massive doors. And then a great shot of kind of the main little queue area when you enter into the ministry. I love how the offices behind the sculpture get smaller, right? To make the room feel more grand. And then we have this view of, I don't know where this is, but these are all photos from construction workers. The ride is gonna be awesome. But you know what's also gonna be awesome is the concert lineup. Joe Jonas is coming. Let's go over the full Mardi Gras concert lineup for this year. Okay, so on February 1st, T-Pain is gonna be performing. And then February 8th, we're gonna have Joe Jonas. February 15th, Kool and the Gang. February 16th, Juanes. February 22nd, Scotty McCreery. March 1st, Foster the People. March 8th, Ilium. March 15th, All Time Low. March 16th, Lawrence. March 21st, Coco Jones. March 22nd, DJ Pauly D from the Jersey Shore. And then March 29th, TLC. So let's go pick up the new Epic Universe lanyard. All right, so you'll come to the register over here and then scan your AP. All right, so here it is. It's got all 4 of the parks now, right? So you're gonna have Islands of Adventure right here, Universal Studios. Then we're gonna have Volcano Bay, then the entrance for Epic Universe. This is kind of like the blueprint design. And then you'll flip it over and it'll be the colored design. So you have the entrance to Epic, Volcano Bay, Islands of Adventure, and Universal Studios. I think these are new, $20, little hashtag the panda plushes. And you can get books like This is Baby Jimmy Fallon. They do have some SNL Roosevelts in here. $75. You need some more cowbell right there. $75 for also this shirt. Then they also have a bunch of Saturday Night Live Funko Pops. I'll be honest with you, I've never seen a single soul wear a Jimmy Fallon shirt. For the attraction. All right, so they already have the food booths up for Mardi Gras. This is probably gonna be the Canada booth, right? We got some big antlers. We're gonna have some lights that illuminate. We got some wonderful distressing on the building. Is there anything around the side? No, just some more distressing. And then over here, we have a very colorful booth over here. Then we have like the shutters, and then we don't know the full menus yet, but they'll put the menu right over there. But last year they crushed it with the food booths. I'm pretty sure it's Bienville Music Hall. So they'll probably have, you know, gumbo or jambalaya at this food booth. Maybe another food booth over here, some different lights. Here's a better shot of the side view of the food booths. All right, here's the other food booth. So we're up to 5 food booths now. And then they still have the Holiday Tribute Store facade up, but we do have info about when the tribute store is going to be opening. Pass holders will have early access before the general public to the Mardi Gras Tribute Store located in Universal Studios Florida on Thursday, January 30th from 11 a.m. till park close. So I believe around 9 a.m. I think is when team members get to go through, and then at 11 a.m. it'll be the annual pass holder preview. There's also going to be exclusive pass holder merchandise, so we can get a little shot of how one of the shirts looks. See King Gator kind of jamming out. It says 2025 on it. All right, then we have another booth over here by the exit for the Fast and Furious attraction. Germany, I'm guessing. Looks like a little cottage. All right, back to the Wizarding World information that Universal has released. And Universal released a bunch of information about the actual Ministry of Magic attraction, about the story, right? So they said you're going to interact with Ron, Hermione, and Harry Potter multiple times throughout the attraction. The Death Eaters help Umbridge escape, right, from trial. And then she's after a time turner. So you're gonna be in one of the elevators, right, going through the ministry. And then eventually they were saying that Umbridge is gonna find a time turner, and she's trying to find a time turner, turn it back in time to when Voldemort was around. They're not gonna spoil anything after that, but we do know Harry, Hermione, and Ron are coming back. And then we have some news about the UK park coming for Universal Studios. Boardwalk Times tweeted this. UK Tourism Minister Chris Bryan said this: "They're going well, and I'm hopeful that this will be absolutely transformational for the British tourism industry if we manage to pull it off. This is going to be such an interesting park. If this does happen, we'll just have to wait and see." Okay, so again, they have more promotion for DreamWorks Dogman than the Wolfman film coming. So they got a little photo op right here. In the back, you can see all different characters, part dog, part man, all hero. And then on the side, they have some little details. So we have Catch Sarah, scan. It takes you to the Dogman website. And there's nothing to click on, it just plays like the trailer, I think. Allow access to the camera. I have to catch all these characters. I caught that one. And then there's Catch Little Petey. I think we just caught Little Petey, and it plays a little thing about Little Petey. Okay. Then I'm guessing there's one more to catch over here, and this is just Catch Petey. So we've now caught all of the characters in this little mini game. I don't hear any audio. Do anything special? If well done, detective. You caught them all. Get tickets. Watch trailers. There is rumored to be an actual meet and greet of Dogman coming to Universal Studios to help promote the film. So there might be a limited time engagement meet and greet.
Finding Dogman on the streets.
How did you become part dog and part man?
Just got off ET. They did a bunch of work on all the different animatronic stuff. Is moving and functioning and more fluid than I've ever seen it before. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, I was in the hospital last week. I'm doing a lot better today. I can't go on any coasters for like a couple weeks. I can't go on anything intense. I can go on like stuff like ET. And then over here, they're gonna have a Mexico themed food booth. So I'm wondering what they'll probably have, but they're starting to set up everything right now. Let's hop in the horror makeup show, see if they've added anything for the Wolfman film. But I will say all the Christmas decorations, except for the tribute store facade, have been taken down, unlike Disney. Disney still has full Christmas. They've not added anything. We still just have the same display from the Mummy from, what, like 10 years ago now? I really thought they would at least done something here in the horror makeup show for the Wolfman film. Summer Tribute Store has officially closed. They put up a sign, please call again. Then they have one of those little like sticky hands. But I think this is where, oh yeah, you can already see they've like removed some of the VHS tapes. I think this is where the Mardi Gras Tribute Store is gonna be. Again, they had that tease for like the cryptids at the end of the last Tribute Store, so I'm hoping that's what it's themed about. And then over here, it's gonna say, this machine is out of magic, try another game, Magic Castle Arcade. And then we still have the little Earl the Squirrel right there in this window. In a couple days, Stella Nova, the new epic Universal Studios hotel is opening. So Universal released a little mini video about it.
Hi everyone, I'm Sharon Rivas. I'm a manager of facility design at Universal Creatives. Did you know that Stella Nova's resort is adorned with over 140,000 colorful tiles? These are not ordinary tiles. They're made up of stainless steel dichroic materials, which means that they change color depending on where you're standing. It's like the resort has its own galaxy of stars. It's truly a sight to behold.
That's just insane. I cannot imagine putting up all those tiles one by one by one. I'm excited to go see the hotel. We're gonna do a full review, show you what it's like to stay there, the food, the rooms, how you will get from the hotel into the park. We're gonna show it all off. So a little later in the month, we'll have that video coming. And then Orlando Informer tweeted out this. So they said, a taste of the cosmos awaits. Here's a sampling of the galactic bites you'll find at Universal Stella Nova Resort's Cosmic Cafe and Market. So they're gonna have a banana and walnut buttermilk pancake, a gooey monkey bread, and also a hot honey chicken pizza and stuffed croissant. I'm excited to try this stuff when I stay there. They're also sending out emails if you are staying at the resort to kind of help you have a speedier check-in, which I do appreciate. And then we have some more Universal Hotel news. So if you stay at a Universal Hotel, you kind of get early admission, right? So they gave out the first bit of information about Epic Universe. Up to 1 hour prior to park opening, early park admission for Epic Universe will begin on May 23rd, 2025. The available attractions are going to be the Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge, Yoshi's Adventure, Minecart Madness, and Stardust Racers. We just popped into the main gift shop here. We have a new little Minion plush. This is how all the team members and cast members feel after the holiday crowds. $30, they have some Minions boxers. Or for $38, they're gonna have some pajama pants. So you're gonna have all the different main characters right there. Shorts for $35 with some Minions on it. I don't see too many people buying the bubble wands. I think if they had like a Jaws one, imagine Bruce, right? Like the poster jumping out of the water. People would dig that. Or like a DeLorean for Back to the Future. I don't see these selling very well, but I do like that they added the interactive elements. We've seen this Loungefly Scooby, but there's a new one, $70, just a basic Scooby-Doo Loungefly. All right, we're heading off to Islands Adventure now. On that note, let's go over all the different annual pass holder offerings. Okay, time to go over all the different annual pass holder offerings. February 1st is gonna be exclusive pass holder menu items throughout Universal Studios. We'll review those a little later. So you'll be able to save even more on the tasty flavors of Carnival. So depending on which annual pass you have, you'll be able to save between 10 and 15% off each one of those food items. So when you go to a food booth, scan your AP and then you'll get a discount. And then they've brought back kind of the tasting card. So if you spend $120, there's $150 on the gift card that you can use on food and beverage at Universal Studios. Now the great thing about this thing is you can use it all year. So I always like stack up on these and then I'll use them throughout the entire year on food at Universal Studios. There's also going to be up to 15% off the Mardi Gras float rides. So it's like a 3-course meal and it guarantees you a spot on the Mardi Gras float. And then also Rock the Universe is coming January 24th through the 25th. So I believe you get discount tickets if you're a pass holder. There's also going to be exclusive food and beverage offerings at Universal Studios hotels. And then you'll also be able to hit the beach early. So certain pass holders will be able to get in 30 minutes before opening for Volcano Bay from January 6th until March 31st. Then they'll also get 35% off the new My Universal Photos annual package. There's also gonna be more exclusive menu items for pass holders throughout all of Universal Studios, so we'll cover those in upcoming videos. And then the patio will be reopened at Confisco Grill for annual pass holders. Then there's up to 40% off select Universal Studios hotels. There's also gonna be an exclusive pass holder button. It's gonna be a special King Gator button. Now you'll be able to pick that up at the UOAP Lounge in Toon Lagoon at Islands of Adventure or the Tonight Shop in Universal Studios. So they've kind of replaced Five and Dime with the Tonight Shop to pick up your AP goods. All right, so the theme for the new parade floats, it's stated that the Mardi Gras parade will showcase 6 brand new floats inspired by the spirit of New Orleans, legendary crews with themes celebrating food, beads, and the bayou. So it's Universal Mardi Gras 30th anniversary, so that's gonna be kind of the theme for the parade and kind of the whole event is celebrating the 30 years of Mardi Gras. And then over on Twitter, my buddy Ethan posted this. He does great work. He said, my friend got a couple photos of some of the Mardi Gras float pieces en route to Universal Studios. There's a massive hand holding a candle and then some sort of creature with wings. Now this stuff is all made by Current Studios, right? And then kind of shipped in. We actually did a tour of Current Studios and we'll be having that video come out in a couple weeks. And then Ethan also posted this. I spy some new Universal electric buses with dark universe wrap. So yeah, we can see the Wolfman and Dracula. Then you got Frankenstein on the side. I cannot wait to see these things cruising by me in Orlando. There's a Velocicoaster. All right, so inside Epic Universe, right, we're gonna have Stardust Racers, the dueling, race coaster. The Universal released some more information about what's happening actually on the coaster. So for all of Celestial Park and the coaster, they created an original score. So when you're on the coaster, you're gonna hear music that Universal created just for that attraction and then also the land. And then they were also saying during the nighttime, there's lighting on the coaster, but there's not lighting on the trek. The coaster, when it goes through the land, is gonna affect the lights throughout the entire land because you're gonna see this kind of comet flying through the sky. All right, let's hop into the All Halsey boutique, see if they've added anything new. They still got some of the back scratchers here. And then over here, they have the pumpkins that we saw, in the Major Suite Scare Zone, and then by security, and then these are actually from Current Studios. We've made it to CityWalk. They're slowly working on the merchandise store. They're getting there. The walls have been covered, so hopefully within the next couple months it opens. All right, so we got the Red Coconut Club. Now it's rumored to be returning with the Cursed Coconut Club, but it's closed right now, so I'm guessing they'll open late January, early February. It says no pedestrian traffic through Red Coconut Club, so it looks like It opens on February 1st. But if you look in, there's a bunch of decorations. All right, we're heading back to the car now. On that note, let's go back to the warm office. It's getting a little chilly. Okay guys, we were back in the office. It's slowly getting there. It's slowly being built. But let's talk about what's going on with inside Epic Universe right now with previews and how's it actually functioning and everything. First off, Buy Reconstruct posted some more aerial photos, right, of Epic Universe. So let's go over those real quick. Okay, so here's the photos that Buy Reconstruct took of Dark Universe. This is looking breathtaking, right? We have the facade for the attraction. It looks perfect. It looks straight out of a movie. The design, the distressing, the carving and stonework. And this is just from an aerial photo. I cannot wait to see this up close and personal. And then here's gonna be the werewolf roller coaster, right? So we can see all the great foliage. So it truly feels like you're gonna be kind of, you know, running through the woods. And then you can see some more shots of just the distressing right on these buildings, really aging them, making you feel immersed with the color palettes that were chosen. It's all looking pretty much done. From the outside, we get another little photo of kind of this graveyard that they have set up. And I cannot wait to see the lighting choices that the teams chose. We can see the main little fountain. There's gonna be like fog that comes out of it, I believe. But yeah, before we know it, we will be walking through the Dark Universe. And then we get a better shot of kind of how the portal looks. I love this like purple popping like orb. All right, so here's some more photos right from within the park. We can see the fountains are being worked on. Apparently the project that's most behind right now is Helios. Crews are there. Every single square inch has people. We do get our first little shot of kind of the paint job on the carousel, and it's breathtaking. I cannot wait to see, you know, how this park looks during the sunset. You can see the kind of the portal going into the How to Train Your Dragon Land. They're working on that right now. And then the sign is up for Pizza Moon. They're gonna have beer and wine there. And then the entrance to Epic is looking great, right? I cannot wait to see how this looks during the daytime and nighttime. And then this is the toll plaza for Epic. Looks kind of small. The current Universal Studios toll plaza isn't big enough as it is, so that's gonna be interesting. Then they put in the little stars on top of the Super Nintendo World portal. Okay, so here's a wider angle of the entrance into Super Nintendo World. It does look like those stars are shooting up like 3 or 4 stories. Then when we go into Donkey Kong Country, the teams are working very hard, right, to kind of finish this thing. And you can see they're slowly kind of putting on all the different details and textures. This is gonna be kind of the warp pipe into the land. You can see the teams kind of painting the tree line on this wall to kind of, you know, help the real trees blend in with the fake wall. And then you can see the teams are just working very hard, but also you can actually see team members on the coaster riding it. It is all hands on deck in Donkey Kong Country right now. Okay, so like what's going on within Epic Universe? It's going well for the most part, right? It sounds like all the rides are working for the most part. They have to kind of hit a certain amount of hours of kind of, you know, test time with the attractions. So that's what they're trying to get through right now. So they can like test all the attractions and they have to hit a certain quota and then, you know, people can actually ride the rides. Think on like, I believe it's like March 22nd or around that time frame, I think previews are starting, but I think for kind of like higher ups first and like salary people. And then I think also press, but not like content creators, I think for like print press, and then probably like the Today Show or something will probably be like going there and like filming actually within Epic Universe. Because right now they're just kind of doing those CGI, you know, weird world things. There will be stuff being filmed, I believe, on site coming up. Entertainment is training. I think like costumes and makeup and all that stuff, they're training and figuring that stuff out. And then I think culinary and all that stuff will be training pretty soon and kind of getting the restaurants and quick services together, but they're just, you know, they're finishing being built right now. So like the outside, I think Epic looks great right now. I don't know what's going on internally within those buildings. How are the kitchens looking? How's all the electrical and all the stuff? That's the stuff I don't really know right now. But it is kind of weird, like what's going on with the marketing right now? Kind of like falling flat, right? Like I really thought they were gonna do a big push last year. The viral marketing for Epic is just odd right now, right? They should have started with the Olympics, put like Frankenstein's monster and the bride, right, sitting there in the crowd for the Olympics. That would get so many people talking, kind of like what they did with a Smile promotion. There's just no virality to the Epic promotion right now. Just have Frankenstein's monster walk around New York City and get people talking, and nothing's really happening. You know, they gave out those like PR Chronos things to people, and then nothing really happened after that. There's rumored to be like pop-up store locations around different cities, and that didn't happen. Then there was rumored to be actual meet and greets within the preview center, and then that didn't happen. Right now we just have like those weird CGI worlds that have been shown on the Today Show, and that's about it. And there's like one commercial out there, and then like a couple photos that were given out from like the press and everything. But I feel like the marketing needs to get a lot stronger for Epic Universe. We cannot let this thing flop because the next decade relies on how this park performs. If it does not perform well, things are gonna get cut, lands are gonna get cut, rides are gonna get cut for, you know, what's upcoming. So we need it to perform well, and I just don't understand the marketing tactic of Universal for Epic. Because like, I always like to ask people who aren't theme park enthusiasts, have they heard about Epic? And for the most part, they don't know what Epic Universe is, which is kind of scary. They should have been a big push in the fourth quarter because that's when people are spending money. Christmas time, right? The holidays, that's when everybody wants to spend money. I have a feeling they're gonna do all their marketing in the first quarter for this year. and that's like when taxes are due. No one wants to spend money at the beginning of the year. Hopefully Universal kind of, you know, picks up with the marketing for Epic. They are kind of doing the podcast, but the podcast is not good. I watched like 4 hours of it and it felt like a chore. There's some good moments within the podcast, but it is not like an enjoyable listen or watch. It's kind of cringe. It has room to grow. There's potential there. I just don't think they're executing it very well right now. It's just not very good. Let me know down in the comments, what are you most excited about for Epic Universe? It's gonna be here before we know it. So on that note, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
We love the family.
Because I'm gonna keep you up to date on all things Universal Studios and Epic Universe around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
Stainless steel dichroic materials.
That's closed. But they should put like a hooterate here to say that it's closed, because all these guests just keep going in.